man started up from among the graves at the side of the church porch. "Keep still, you little devil, or I'll cut your throat." A fearful man, all in coarse grey, with a great iron on his leg. A man with no hat, and with broken shoes, and with an old rag tied round his head. A man who had been soaked in water and smothered in mud and lamed by stones and cut by flints and stung by nettles and torn by briars, who limped and shivered and glared and growled, and whose teeth chattered in his head as he seized me by the chin. "Oh, don't cut my throat, sir," I pleaded in terror. "Pray don't do it, sir." "Tell us your name," said the man. "Quick." "Pip, sir." "Once more," said the man, staring at me. "Give it mouth." "Pip, sir." "Show us where you live," said the man. "Paint out the place." I pointed to where our village lay, on the flat inshore among the alder trees and pollards, a mile or more from the church. The man, after looking at me for a moment, turned me upside down and emptied my pockets. There was nothing in them but a piece of bread. When the church came to itself, for he was so sudden and strong that he made it go head over heels before me, and I saw the steeple under my feet. When the church came to itself, I say, I was seated on a high tombstone, trembling, while he ate the bread ravenously. "You young dog," said the man, licking his lips, "what fat cheeks you got." I believe they were fat, though I was at the time undersized for my years, and not strong. "Darn me if I could eat 'em," said the man, with a threatening shake of his head, "and if I hadn't half a mind to it." I earnestly expressed my hope that he wouldn't, and held tighter to the tombstone on which he put me, partly to keep myself upon it, partly to keep myself from crying. It's an extract from Great Expectations. My name is Miss Christian, and I'm Head of English at Walton-le-Dale High School. And in English, obviously, we absolutely love reading. Here I am in our wonderful library, the jewel in our crown, and we do lots of activities to try and promote reading and help you enjoy it as much as we do. So we have wider reading homeworks where we might ask you to read something a little bit different that perhaps you've not come across before. We encourage you to read for pleasure at home, and we keep a track of celebrating the things that we read in our lessons, and also inform time. We have reading events and author visits, including Bally Rye and Nathan Parker in recent years. And we have visits from people who work in the industry. We want you to realise that reading and English is something that matters in all aspects of your life. So we have people coming in to work with us, such as sports journalists. We also have paired reading. In English, we encourage children to develop their independence and individuality in lots of different ways. We try to have a culture of high expectations for students. Students should value their own work and take a pride in it and try their best at all times to push themselves to do as well as they possibly can. We also try to have a broad and balanced curriculum. We have lots of diverse different themes such as homophobia and racial prejudice, and we look at different areas in society and use the books that we study as a vehicle to see into what life might have been like then, and to try and look at how the writers have used their words and language to create their own ideas about the world in which they lived in.